Okay, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Got about 10 of y'all in here. So yeah, we can go ahead and get to talking here. Welcome back. Man, every time things are going good, always got some bad news, man. Like this ain't the only change, you know. This ain't the only change. Everything's just been shifting. Um changing, just crazy changes again, just messing up the game, messing up the flow. You think we got a good combination going on here, and boom, it just don't go the way we want it, man. But that's how it is. Um, yes, I don't even know where to start, man. Let's just go down the line here, man. All this craziness. Open up, my Instagram and Twitter. Get a few messages from some folks, and they telling me fights are changing, fights canceled. And then I found out some on my own. It was like, man, come on now. Like the ones I got up here ain't even it. We got another change too that I forgot to add. We got another one up here, but well, let's see what's going on, y'all. Lolita, she said, Lupita, Angela, which one gets their hand raised? Um, it might go a little different now because it is at a catch weight. They moved this fight up. What they moved it up a month in advance, a couple months in advance. So it's actually going to be a 120. But we're gonna talk about that. Two B's, what's up? Saint said any disclosed reasons. We have visa issues. Visa issues is the deal with Grasso and Araujo. I don't know. Mojo said he's super bummed. Looking forward to that fight. BJ, what's up? He said let's go Savage. Yeah, let's start with that. Let's go ahead and kick it off with that, right? Let's go Savage. All right, first change we got is Melissa Gatto is out versus Jillian Robertson, and Maria Agapova is in. All right. So Agapova is in. Melissa Gatto is out. Now my thoughts on this. Um, I was feeling the Melissa Gatto fight. I ain't gonna lie. I was feeling that a little bit more because Gatto coming off the Cortez loss. I think she needed a good strong win over somebody with plenty of wins in the UFC, somebody with some danger to him, a danger factor like Jillian Robertson. You know, Jillian trying to get back in the top 15. She went on her, win loss pattern. She wants to get back in the mix. So that was a good name for Gatto and for Robertson. Robertson needed that type of opponent to shut that type of opponent down and get back into the mix. To me, I know Tracy Cortez already beat Gatto, but still that would have been a good name for G Rob, right? Now we got Agapova stepping in because Melissa Gatto, they didn't put any info out on why yet. I don't know if it's visa issues with her as well, but let me go ahead and check because that was like 2 or 3 hours ago when I looked. So let's go ahead and see if there's any update on this Agapova. Why she have to step in? Let's see, Maria Agapova stepping in to face Jillian Robertson September 17th. That's next month. What's the changes? Let's see. Anybody can beat me to it. Let's see. Let me know. What's going on, High Five? Ravioli, what's up? He said Agapova might get mauled. Yeah. Yeah. Agapova was a mark for Jillian. Yeah, she doesn't have that style, right? She doesn't have that style for Jillian, I don't think. I thought the Gatto fight would have been more competitive, but let me see here. What's the reason? That's crazy when I type in Agapova and Robertson on Google. My name comes up about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 searches down. And see, that just shows you how much we do promotion for WMMA. If you look 5 searches down, my name comes up. Combo Working 99 comes up when I type in Agapova and Robertson. That's crazy. You would think it'd be way down there. Well, if the women were getting promoted like that, but not. That just shows you that we're the ones really promoting these fighters, right? Yeah, my Facebook page comes up. That's crazy. Let me see. I don't. I don't see any other updates here. Let me look on Twitter real quick. Let's check out Twitter real quick. Because I don't think I've seen any updates on why Agapova had to pull out. Just 1 second. Let's see. What is going on out here, man? It's always like one time a year where this happens. Let me see. Dang. I don't see nothing. Maybe on stuff I'm looking at, but I don't see nothing. Okay, come on. You know, Melissa Gatto didn't post anything on her. Melissa Gatto didn't post anything on her page either. I mean, she just posting other stuff. I don't think she posted anything since December on her Instagram. You know, that's how long it's been since she posted anything. But yeah, anyway, the fight's off. Agapova was stepping in. Agapova needs to get back into the mix. You know, for real. She really, Tapology, they haven't even confirmed it. They still got the original match on. Okay, so yeah, Agapova, she's got to get her a win, man. She's got to get her good solid win over somebody like Jillian. I know she had broken her. Well, not she was never on a losing streak, but she erased that last fight against Shannon Dobson, beat Sabina Mazo. Then she goes right back. She goes right back into the L corner against Marina Monroe, which I called. You know, I said Marina Monroe's probably gonna beat her. Yeah, wow, I just saw that, BJ. Agapova was just in jail. I mean, you know, you don't have to go there, but I mean, somebody just posted. They just said, right, Agapova just got out of jail 2 weeks ago. Yeah, hey, I hope she's gonna be ready for this fight. I mean, that's a big factor, right? Dang, what'd she go to jail for? Dang, this ain't no joke, is it? Because I saw the same thing, BJ. This thing just keep getting crazier and crazier. Hey, Ulysses, what's up? 2B, I usually don't play cards like this, but I don't think a co-main event involving men booked 3 months out gets canceled, of course, cause of a visa, especially due to a country she's fought at multiple times. Right? I don't know. Now, is this real? Is this real? Hold on. Yeah, I saw the comment. Somebody on Twitter commented that, but I don't see anything to back it up. Hold on. Oh yeah, whoa, yeah, I see it. Okay, BJ just sent me a link, but I see it. I see it. Back. Oh wow. Yep. Yeah, just as soon as you sent it to me, BJ, I found it. I found it. Oh wow. Agapova was arrested in Palm Beach, Florida. Battery. Dang. Whew. Dang, girl. She got to get back on her. She got to get back in the mix. Whew. Fresh out. And she going right back into the octagon. This is getting crazy about a minute, man. It just keeps going different ways. I hope she clean up her act, man. I'm gonna be serious. Yeah, battery, man. Dang. I mean, it's a part of the game. You know, this is what fighters do. If it ain't her, you know, it used to be Mike Tyson. We were talking about somebody in the game, right? Dang. But she coming right back next month. How do y'all think that's going to affect her performance, though? Because, you know, this is a month out. She got to worry about charges and going to court, right? What's going to happen, you know? So right there, that's a good reason for us to go ahead and say, hey, I think Jillian Robertson might have this. Jillian Robertson might get this one because at least Jillian Robertson, she's staying focused. She's working. She's making changes to her game. She's starting to understand that, you know, this is it. If she wants to get to the top 15, she's got to beat some more of these girls out here. She's got to start beating some more of these fighters. or like weed yourself out from these unranked fighters. I like Jillian for that factor compared to Agapova, that she's still always staying true to her specialty, even though she doesn't step out of the box too much. But compared to somebody like Agapova, I mean, she just can't stay mentally there. Like, it just gets worse and worse. Like, dang, man, like, when did this happen? I know back in July or something like that, she had, I think, almost got arrested for, drugs, something like that. But I think it never elevated to that. So she got out of that, went back into the fight with Marina Moreau, and got dealt the nail big time. And since then, she's been out of the mix, right? But now, fresh out, fresh out, taking this fight on short notice. Hey, she probably need the money, right? Let's be real. It's about the money, So hey, I just don't want to wish bad on. Like I said, she got her problems, so hopefully she can clean up her act. But going into this fight with Jillian, I think Jillian, being a good grappler, working on her striking, she should have the advantages in this fight. Agapova, she has power, she has range, but I think her style can be figured out. A lot of pressure from Jillian. Jillian knows how to get takedowns. I don't think Agapova is that strong physically that can fend off the takedowns. Uh, I think she's good at angles and she's good at counter punching here and there. But when it comes down to somebody that's closing range on you, like G-Rob, I think, she should have the advantage in this fight. And let's be real, when it gets to the ground, I don't even have to say anymore, right? It's all G-Rob. I mean, her ground and pounds are on point. Submission game is solid. It's Agapova who really needs to work on that game. She's been submitted before, and just beat down and worn out. G-Rob has gas tank. That's another thing about her. She has ability to go 3 rounds. Agapova usually loses it after the 1.5. Let me say that 1.5 rounds, right? So yeah, I don't think this is going to do much for Jillian Robertson as far as elevating her. I think the Gatto fight would have been better for her, to me. Gatto's Gary Balder said beating Agapova doesn't really prove much, but it's her. It's not her fault, right? So I mean, you still want to win. I mean, beating her doesn't prove anything, but losing to her can really hurt you, right? So you still want to go in there and like BJ said, drown her. I gotta pick Jillian in this one just early on too, because I'm just factoring in that coming fresh out, she's taking this short notice, and she's just thinking of money that might not really be a wise choice for her. Especially G-Rob may be unranked, but she's a dangerous fighter. She is a dangerous fighter. Marcus Bell, what's going on? But what do y'all think? As far as this fight? Mark Robinson said just coming in. Why is Grasso straight? Like Straight said, visa issues. Yeah, that's what it is. Visa issues. Excuse me. James Press says Grasso was out. I think Araujo should just fight for the title right away. No. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Not yet. BJ said no, Jillian would drown her like she did Courtney Casey. Should have been Ebos versus Robertson. That's not a bad fight. Let me see. Ebos versus Robertson. I would have liked Tracy Cortez versus Jillian Robertson. Because, you would be saying that, right? Because she's 14, Yeah, Tracy Cortez number 14, so that's not a bad fight for her. Jillian Robertson, yeah. Jillian Robertson versus Ebos. I would go with that fight. I think I would go with Ebos. That one I'll go with Ebos. So I think Ebos' striking is good. And come on. her clinch game is good and her strength is good too. So yeah, I'm not going. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, BJ said Jillian deserves a 14. Yeah, so yeah, that would be the one I would have called for her. Let me see. Stray said Araujo versus Meatball, Araujo versus Barber. Interested to see if they rebook it though. Araujo versus Meatball. That'd be kind of a big jump for her. Barber's not bad though. I'll take Barber. Yeah, I'll definitely take Barber. But yeah, BJ, you said so. What do you got? Jillian Robertson by submission in 1 round over Agapova. I don't know. I think Agapova might have. I don't know. Let me not lie. I was gonna say maybe she was gonna put some dog on Jillian in like the first round, but she can only get away for so long with her striking and her stand up. Like she put a few head kicks out there on Jillian, but if Jillian's keeping her guard up and she's coming forward and putting the pressure, she can avoid the length and get her down. So, how long did it take for Marina Moreau to get her to the ground? Right, she got her down in the first round and wore her out. So yeah, maybe Jillian can get it done in the first round. Yeah, I think Jillian can get it done on the ground. If not first round, second round. But I don't think it's going to put her in like a top 15 spot. She's still going to need somebody else to get her there. So hopefully she can get that fight. But yeah, if we find anything out about Gatto, let me know. I'll let y'all know. But nothing. Let's see. Oh yeah, what else was on this card here? There was a. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so let's talk about this big one here. Grasso Araujo is off due to some visa issues here. Let me pull up the article here. We're gonna go through it. So there it is. Oh yeah, I already had it up. I had it up. I pulled it up before we even started. Dang, it was in there. I didn't read through the whole thing. Hold on. I don't see that though. One second. Damn, looks different than the actual article. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so here we are, y'all. Alexa Grasso was out of her fight with Viviane Araujo next weekend at UFC San Diego due to visa issues. There's no replacement, so Araujo will not fight next weekend. So she gets no replacement, no word on if they're going to reschedule this fight. Oh, man, my thoughts on this is what kind of visa issues was it? Like, was it something that could have been avoided though? Like, that's why I don't understand. Like, I remember had these issues with Tyler Santos a while back. Like when she did her, I think paperwork. It had some paperwork issue when she was supposed to fight Manny Bone. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what was the issue there. Like, what is the issue? Like, they know weeks out that certain things have to be done. Like, certain paperwork has to be, it has to be right before a fight. Of course, now your C19 test, testing, visa, you need that. So it seemed like they would have somebody trying to keep that in order to make sure that's not expired, or make sure that they can come in at this time. Like, was this some type of last minute thing that they said, oh no, like this isn't updated? You can't go San Diego at this time because this isn't filled out or this wasn't predated. Like, what's the issue here? I mean, they haven't really gone into the details, just said visa issue. So, with that, they're not going to okay it for a fight like this. And this is a co-main event too. A lot of people wanted to see this fight. I wanted to see this one. It makes a lot of sense. This is the one fight that made a lot of sense. You would think that they would have been making sure everything was covered. I know that's what I'm saying. Make sure this thing is covered because this is a big one. This fight has been canceled how many times now? How many times has this fight been rescheduled? This is like what, the first time Araujo had to pull out and JoJo fought in March, and this time Grasso has to pull out because of visa issue. And this is something that should have been covered because it's like y'all don't want it to happen last time. Then why is it not covered this time? 2B says she's fought in the U.S. and been approved for a visa before. There's no excuse, right? Especially like I said, it's a co-main event, so everything should be covered. The higher the fight, higher the level is, they should always have somebody keeping certain things in order. Visa should be up to date. This person's permitted to come here. There's no problem. I don't get that. Especially if they know they're working for an organization. It's like that. It's not like they're just coming here on personal time and doing whatever. They're actually under somebody's umbrella. So there should be a way they can just okay it to let that person in if you are fighting under an organization. They're under contract with the UFC. So it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I don't get it. Mark said, bro, Grasso should be in the dual citizen by now. That's what I thought. I think of her as, matter of fact, I think of her as a U.S. citizen. I mean, I know she just still really learning English, but Mexico not too far from here, right? And I thought with her being here and being in the organization for so long, she would have been a citizen by now. I thought. He said, I know this isn't on the UFC, but I feel like Dana could pull some strings to solve this if he wanted to. He could. Yeah, that's my point. Like, if you're in the UFC and you have fighters from all over, you have fighters from all over the world fighting under your umbrella, there should be like some leeway because they're under your organization, which is an American organization, right? There should be some times where you can say, oh, can you speed this person's application up or speed this person's visa up because they're my main event or they're my co-main event. There should be something like that. 2B said her English has been perfect, been fluent for 5 years. Really? Because she still does a lot of interviews in Spanish. So, and I remember like maybe a year or so ago, she was just like, I just been really getting good with it, And this was like an interview for maybe like a year or two ago. She was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling more confident in my English. I know it's been 5 years. I don't know, man. There's no excuse to me. There really is no excuse to me. I mean, they knew this thing was coming. Whoever was supposed to take care of it, they were supposed to take care of it, man. It should have been covered. But as for Araujo, there really is nobody that can take her. There really is nobody that can take Araujo on at this point because Araujo, let's see, it's Jennifer Maya, she can't squeeze in the last minute. That'd be like a big weight cut for her. Jessica Andrade just had to pull out because of her injury. Lauren Murphy just fought. Caitlin Kagan's got a fight coming up. Araujo already fought Andrea Lee. So there really is no other option. There's nobody for her to fight. Yeah, sucks, though. I mean, that's how it goes. Macy Barber just fought. But no, she's waiting for her fight with the number one contender, so that wouldn't make sense. Tyler's injured. Cavillo's got Nina Azaroff. Wish Aaron Blanchfield could take that fight. Why'd they call up Aaron? You know, just to make it happen. But I don't know, man. I want to see this. The match I want to see. This the match I want to see. Grasso and Araujo. I'm tired of this fight, man. So I'm always getting pushed back, man. Getting sick of it now. But that's how it goes. Let's see. I was going to pull up the whole card because, as y'all know, Sarah McMann, she's waiting on an opponent because next weekend her fight is canceled with Aspen Ladd. Aspen Ladd has C19. I know y'all heard about that, right? I forgot to put the picture up here, but yeah, Aspen Ladd is out of her fight once again. Aspen Ladd is out, so Sarah McMann doesn't have a dance partner. Let me pull up the schedule. Yeah, Sarah McMann versus to be announced because Aspen Ladd is out due to C19. She just I saw that on her IG myself today. So she's out of the mix. So yeah, that's another fight, man. Like Sarah McMann needed, not Sarah McMann, but Aspen Ladd needed to prove herself against somebody like Aspen Ladd needed to prove herself against somebody like Sarah McMann, you know, a big, strong veteran. See if she still really has it, right? But doggone her, she out too. So Sarah McMann is still on though. She's still on. She's still on the card. So I think they're at least trying to get her an opponent for now. Because you see, if you look at the schedule, they already took Araujo off altogether. But they still got Sarah McMann up here as versus to be announced. So I guess they're looking for somebody for her. I don't know who y'all think Sarah McMann can fight. Let's see. BJ said Pena Kansas. That's not a bad match. That's not a bad match. Josiane Nunez. That's not a bad match. Straight suggest Josiane Nunez. I like that. Somebody tag Josiane Nunez. Call her up. Somebody DM her and tell her she want to fight. Sarah McMann ain't no joke now. She's a big test. Sarah McMann right hand been getting good. And that right hand's been being on point. Yeah, Lolita said Josiane Nunez too. Yeah. But hey, Josiane Nunez power ain't no joke. That is no joke. Let's see. BJ says so I tagged Yana in that McMann post and Yana liked it and inboxed me and told me she told the UFC she wanted it. Oh, is she back in fighting shape now? I mean, she has been trimming down. I mean, how long has she been out from having a baby? Well, she wanted, she can have it, right? Make that fight. I'll go with Sarah in that one. I think Sarah McMann can win that. But it'll be a good test. Sarah McMann, Josiane Nunez, Yana, Pani. Yeah, those are all some good names. So hopefully her fight doesn't get canceled. You know, time is not on her side. You know, fighters getting older. She's trying to get back in the mix. So let's see if they can do it. What other fights canceled? What other bad news we want to talk about here real quick? What other bad news I want to rain on everybody's parade with? I think that was it as far as cancellations, right? Aspen Ladd out. Gatto out. Grasso out. Yeah. Well, if anything, Yasmin Harige fights next Saturday, August 13th, and I'm looking forward to her. Yeah, Yasmin Harige fights next Saturday, so that's good. Versus Lasmina Lucindo. I've seen a few of her fights, but I'm leaning towards Yasmin in this one. I think Yasmin got it. She's got the skills. Been telling people to check her out, man, because she's one to bring some force to this division, strawweight division. She's fighting a veteran though from Brazil. Lasmin Lucindo is 13-4. She's only 20 years old. She got like 27 fights. You know, being from Brazil, she probably got more on her resume, you know. So yeah, she's Yasmin Harige 8-0 from Mexico. Young fighter too. She's 23. Won a Combate series. Uh, good stand up, good finisher, good takedown defense. So yeah, hopefully that fight can stay on. I hope that fight can stay on, man. Gary said bantamweight fighters layoffs are too long. Yeah, they are. I mean, including the champion, right? Because before Amanda fought Pena, she was out the game for 2 years. Holly Holm been out for a minute because of the injuries. Sarah McMann been waiting. GDR just been gone for a minute. Irene Aldana, when was the last time she fought? Ketlin Vieira just fought Misha Tate last, right? So yeah, bantamweight division. I don't know what Pena was talking about. I mean, I'm about to go back and talk about that though, because Pena said bantamweight had the best fights over flyweight. I don't agree with that. Maybe back in 2016 or 2015, but not now. They ain't got the best fights now. I mean, they only fight like every so often. Gary Ball said bantamweights make Rose look active. Yeah, they do. They do because I feel like I just seen Rose fight. I mean, Rose just fought in May, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like I seen enough of her. But GDR said Sarah McMann got to wait. Then you got ladies on maternal leave. You got who else is out on maternal leave here? Julie Avila. Then you had Yana Konoskaya. Well, BJ said she about 3 months out. So yeah, man, I tell her that. I'd be like, yo, Pena, you wrong with this one. Look now, you a good fighter, but no, this division needs more blood. It's getting old. Everybody's been there and done that. There's too many, layoffs in between. You got some good fighters, but y'all just ain't fighting enough. Or if you have fought, it's time's already passed you. You already lost to the champion. Some of y'all ain't get there. Let me see. Yana Konoskaya. Oh man, look at this. See, Irene Aldana ain't fought since July 2021. It's been a year and some change since Irene Aldana fought. Now let me click on Holly Holm's name. Holly Holm. Yeah, of course, Holly Holm just fought Ketlin Vieira, but before that, she was out for 2 years. I know she had a sickness, illness, but that's what we're talking about. There's too many layoffs to say this is the best division, right? Regardless if it's their fault or not, I'm just saying, like, these layoffs do take away from attraction of the division, regardless of what you think. Yana Konoskaya, last fight was a year and some change. Again, I know she's pregnant, but it still contributes to the division. Ketlin Vieira, like 2021 was kind of an active year, but she went 9 months in between fights too, and almost a year before that. So yeah, like whether it's injuries or just inactivity, just straight up inactivity, I mean, you can't really say bantamweight makes the best fights when you're not having them consistently fight, or if they already been matched up before, and some of them just getting older now. Just it's the thing of the past. Let's just be real. I mean, when you look at flyweight's got everybody that wants to be at that weight class. You got fighters that are moving up to a comfortable weight or moving down. Tatiana Suarez, Andrade. She's trying to get a little bit of action in there. She was. Who else? Not Viviana Araujo, but Amanda Ebos. Everybody likes this division, because if they didn't have flyweight, you wouldn't see this many girls try to transition that high up. They do it because they feel good at that weight, and that's why you get the best performances right now. I mean, eventually this flyweight division is in a transition mode. It's still in a transition mode, but to me, for the most part, it's in a pretty good place where you got a lot of young fighters and good mix. Yeah, Lolita said Yana fought last year. Yeah, last year, right? Mark said Manone's our only hope. If Kagan beats Manone, Valentine's going to take a year off to make a movie. Yeah, Manone gonna get it, man. Manone gonna get past. Manone's gonna get past Chikagan. James Press said flyweight is dead. Okay, how is that? How is flyweight dead? How is? Oh, you said featherweight. Okay, I got you. My bad. You said featherweight is dead and bantamweight is dying. You said flyweight is the future, and strawweight is still very solid. All right. I wasn't gonna pull the trigger. I read it. Don't worry, I read it, James. I ain't gonna. I was about to pull a trigger on you, but I didn't. I saw it. You said featherweight is dead and flyweight is the future. Exactly. I agree with you on that. BJ said Pena was talking about featherweight, not flyweight. No, she was talking about flyweight too. She said that the division was created for Valentina. She was talking about both divisions. Because she already talked about featherweight only having two people, but she said Valentina's division was only created for her. And she was saying that, the best fights are at 135. You know? James Whitford. I ain't no need to pull the trigger because I almost read it wrong. So, Gary Baldwin said Yasmin over Lasmin. Lasmin, how you pronounce her name? Let me see. Yeah. Lasmin, Lucindo. Yeah, I definitely got Yasmin over her too, man. Okay, let's see. Australia said Nunez number one pound for pound again. Yeah. She got it back. To be said Pena was putting over the division. He said putting in good work, good mic work. Yeah, her mic skills is on point. Yeah, but got to get back into that gym and start working. Got to start working. Be a little bit more defensive minded. Right. Yeah, Yasmin Lucindo, I'm gonna call her. Yeah, she got a good resume though. For 20 years old, 20, did I say 20 something fights? Yeah, Yasmin Lucindo, I'm gonna look out for her too. No, 17, sorry. Yeah, she's got 17 fights at 20 years old. Yeah, yeah, 20 years old. Like 17 fights. She got a win over Sarah Froda too. Former UFC fighter. A couple of losses early in her career when she was a teenager. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for her definitely too. I'm gonna definitely be looking out for her. Lucindo and Lolita said, "Was it created for Valentina?" Nah, I don't think so. Because when it was created, Valentina was still at 135, trying to fight Amanda Nunez, right? I think it was created for the women that couldn't kill themselves to make 115, but they were too small for 135, right? Because if you look at, come on, you got different women. Look at different frames in these divisions now. So if you look at some of the women that were killing themselves to want to be strawweights, their frame really needs to be in the middle because too big for strawweight and too small for bantamweight. That's why that division was perfectly crafted for him. Because if you look at somebody like Araujo, that's a lot of muscle to get down to strawweight. But at the same time, Araujo is too small for some of these bantamweights. So flyweight is a perfect place for her, right? Somebody like Jennifer Maia and Andrea Lee, those fighters to me, they got some height and length to them, but with too much weight on them, it'll slow them down and their performances won't be the best. So I think the division for 125 for these women, that's the perfect place for them to be, you know. So I don't think it was just Valentina. You know, Valentina, there's a lot of women her size too. So some of the women at her size probably like, you know, it's the division we need to be in. You know. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking, Ulysses. He said UFC announced the division 2 weeks before Val fought for the 135-pound belt. Right. And you know, Valentina's mindset was, oh, if I lose, I'm gonna move down in weight. Her mindset was, I'm gonna become bantamweight champion, right? Yeah, so like Ulysses said, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's exactly the timeline. Because I was actually just watching the rematch the other day, and you know, I was just looking at that timeline from when the Tough House started, and I was like, you know, the Tough House, when they were gonna start this division, Val was still at 135. So her goal was actually, you know, beat Nunez and become bantamweight champion and stay there, right? She took her chance to move down, you know, after, you know, Nico, and you know, she lost. They said, okay, maybe this is where I need to be. Right. So I think flyweight is the division now. You know, it's the future. You got the best fights that can be made. Nobody can really say different. I don't think. You know, I just think we've already seen everything that needed to be seen at bantamweight. They're good fighters, but you know, Lafayette, what's up? Lafayette said these people on here crazy. What y'all talking? Are you crazy? Is somebody acting crazy? Stray said, what's next for Pena? I'm not sure. We need the Nunez rematch. Can she drop down to 125 like Tate? Go after Val. First question, what's next? I'd like to see her take on the winner of Irene and Macy. And no, I don't want to see a rubber match right now. The same thing is going to happen. The same thing is going to happen. The same thing is going to happen. She got to revamp, rechange some things. You know, these first two fights close back to back, it was stewing. You know, the rivalry was strong. Pena did what she did. Nunez figured it out. Now that Nunez figured it out, for 5 long rounds, Pena didn't win a single round, okay? She didn't win a single round. So that tells me right there that she has to go back and work. So if she can fix some things, get some more wins, then you get a rubber match. Don't cheat yourself out of the chance of beating Nunez by going right back in when you didn't come close to winning the fight. So there's no need for a rubber match right now. Down the line, yes. Now I'm just speaking from somebody. If I was her cornerman or trainer or whatever, I'd be like, you lost every round. You got beat up every single round. So no, we got to go back and work. To me, it's like, we got to go back to see some of you fans out there want to see her go back in there and get killed. Y'all don't want to see her make the right improvement. Do you really think she can change up her game for Nunez? Just because they 1-1 don't make sense, don't make a difference. I mean, yes, she stopped Nunez the first time, but Nunez erased all doubt from the first fight and clean swept her. She clean swept her. Right? And BJ, you can cap lock all you want, but you seen the damage done. 5 rounds. You could argue that Amanda won the first round. You said she didn't come close to winning the first time. She dropped Pena 2 times in the first fight. Could have got her out of there, but she fell for the wrong game plan. It was more of a IQ thing. It was more of a lack of focus. And she proved that this time around. You see what happens when Amanda's turned on versus what happens when Pena's turned on, right? You can talk about the first fight all you want, but all doubt was erased for 5 rounds. Pena had 5 rounds to do something different. Did she do anything different? You said Nunez didn't come close to beating Pena the first fight. You could have argued that she won the first round. You could argue that she won the first round. I mean, how you say she didn't come close to beating her the first fight when she dropped her 2 times the first round? She had the power and she had the ability to do it that time, but just didn't have that focus. You could actually see some things Nunez could do. You actually seen if she was turned on, she could have won the fight. But this second fight with Pena, you ain't see Pena just running in, getting clocked 5 times in the first 2 rounds. She ain't never changed that, man. Explain that to me, BJ. You have first 2 rounds, you got dropped 5 times. You never picked up on that right hand. That was 2 rounds, 5 times. Never picked up on that right hand. You never picked up on the direction of that right hand. Explain that to me. You ain't never come close to winning a single round in that fight. I couldn't see her winning anything in this fight. After I saw what happened in the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds, I couldn't do it. I couldn't see anything, honestly. Of course, we didn't want to make excuses for Amanda, but I think it's obvious that there was a difference from Amanda from the first fight to this fight. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say Pena's gonna deserve a rubber match right away. I want to see her redo some things and get better and improve the footwork, and then go for that rubber match. You know, don't matter if they 1-1. Don't matter if they 1-1. It's all in how that second outcome look. Because when you see the set, that's what people always say. The person who y'all heard it before. The person who wins the second fight is usually going to win the third fight, right? Because that person who made the right improvements in the second fight usually continues to improve as a fighter. You've seen that before, right? Don't matter if they 1-1. How did that second fight look? What was exposed in that second fight? Where Robot Chicken at? He once said it himself. He said Pena got exposed on the feet to a certain level, right? She got exposed to it. She didn't know how to face a southpaw, right? But we just talking. We just got conversation going here. I mean, we just said the difference was an adjustment by Amanda and a lack of adjustment by Pena. It wasn't even just a single adjustment. It was just a whole improvement on her game plan. You know what I mean? Like just all around. Now I shouldn't even say game plan. You shouldn't really come in there with a game plan, because coming in with a game plan, if somebody cancels it out, you have nothing. You just have to be able to adjust on the fly. And that's really what Amanda did, was really make her adjustments on the fly in this fight. Oh, hold on. Somebody tagged me. Hold on. 2B said, please give me your thoughts on my last comment. What was your last comment? Hold on. Yes, sir. Let's see. Okay, 2B said, Val had an injury in a game challenger and won a split decision. The GOAT went in and injured against a game challenger, quit and got stopped. Just saying. Just went in. Oh, this is GOAT talk. I'm not doing GOAT talk. I mean, and I also know they're two different people. So, hey, I'm not comparing the two. I know that Amanda came back and won her belt, right? Yeah, she got stopped in the first fight, but she won the second fight, right? And that's what makes a champion better. Ali lost to Frazier the first time, came back and beat him the second and third time. So not everybody's perfect, right? And Val's injury, how serious was it? How serious were the injuries? I mean, if we really want to look at it, like, how serious are the injuries? And yeah, she won a split decision. In some people's eyes, she lost. In some people's eyes, she lost the fight. When like she went in there and dominated. Oh, James Perez said, "What you got?" You got why Bullet said Pena took her whole style. Wait, combo. You got why Bullet said Pena took her whole style, or still don't get it. What did Pena did? What? What are you talking about? Pena took her whole style. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, James? You said got why Bullet said Pena took her whole style, or you don't get it. What is there to get? What are you talking about? Yeah, Lafayette said y'all crazy. Yeah. Y'all come up with some crazy scenarios. Are you talking about wait, you talking about Nunez? Oh, yeah, we talked about that already. Yeah, we already talked. I thought you said Pena. Yeah. We talked about that. What do you mean? What's there to get? She said she took her style because she went southpaw. And like I said, it ain't nothing serious, but to me, it ain't like she took her style. I think that's just her way of trying to draw her out into wanting to fight her. Because why do you think she said that first before she said, great fight? She still had to throw a little salt out there too, didn't she? Come on now. I know you big Valentine fan, but you know it is. But to me, I don't think she took her style at all. I mean, just because you a southpaw, there's offensive southpaw and the defensive southpaw. Come on now, don't make me break this down. I'll turn this into a southpaw show because I'll break it down how she didn't take her style. you know, it wasn't even a counter right hook most of the time. It was like a chopping right hook on the offense, and a lot of the times, she could just throw it on offense. You know, it wasn't even all about the check, straight up check hook. She was just using it to her advantage. Because she just changed to that style. Because first of all, Valentina, when she fought Pena, didn't even get a chance to use it like that. And even then, she don't even really fight in the southpaw stance the same way Amanda Nunez does. The way she did that night, she switched that to that stance to exploit her power that night, to get that right hand at an awkward angle and to close it in and just land better shots on Pena. Because Pena's so used to orthodox, so in that southpaw stance, she gonna run straight into the right hand, and that was her thing, And she landed some nice check right hook, but she landed some nice straight left hands down the pipe off of that shot too. Yeah, that's my thing about that fight. Like, if she was talking about that particular fight, which I don't think she was, because Val didn't really even get her striking going against Pena when they fought. It was mostly on the inside and on the ground. But if she just means in general, Val always throws those Superman left punches and different combination. She wasn't really, Nunez wasn't really using it in that style, just because she switched stances. That's all. But I mean, what is there to get about that, James? I mean, you tell me. Yeah, she tell you something. Am I missing something? I mean, yeah, straight said Nunez just so Val. Anything she can do better. And it was a perfect chance. Like I said, it was a perfect execution for her because it was all about making that right hand land on the money and in a different stance. Lolita said, have you talked about Hill and Godinez yet? Not yet. Let me go ahead and talk about that. They got me sidetracking Lolita here. We're talking about bantamweight and we're talking about this and that. Yeah, let me jump back a little. Hill and Godinez. All right, so this fight is taking place. They moved it up. Right? Pull up the date here. Angela Hill. First things first. Angela Hill and Lupita Godinez is now August 13th. It's next Saturday. And just so y'all know, it's now at 120. Since the fight got moved up, they're now doing it at a catch weight, to avoid hurting these fighters, right? Because they move it up within a week, 8-9 days now, and that's going to be tough, right? So the best they can do is 120. So Hill Godinez is at a catch weight of 120. It's going to be on the prelims now. First question is, what do you think? Do you think that weight is going to make a difference? And if it does, whose advantage is it going to be for? Like, what do you think, Lolita? Like, do you think the weight's going to play a difference in the fight? Do you think it's going to play more into the wrestler's advantage, the strong wrestler? Or do you think it could play into Angela Hill, her power, maybe giving her a little pop on her shots? Will it make a big difference? 5 pounds. Australia, what's going on? I mean, Australia, he said he's out. Oh, Todd, what's up, man? He said he thinks Hill's got this one. She better get this one. She on a 3-fight losing streak. I hope so, for her sake. Okay. Let's see. Ulysses said Valentine was just on some illegal stuff that night, just trying to be funny. All right, let's see. Gary Baldwin said more weight favors Loopy. Yeah, I think so. Because she's more of a physical fighter. Even when she moved up to flyweight, right? When she was at flyweight, she was really pushing that fight against Luana Carolina and had some good moments. She lost a close decision, but she had some good moments when she was physical. And that was at 125. So if you look at this fight here, in her style and her frame, her mind frame, her outlook in a fight like this with a striker is going to be to use a much more physical style and be mauling and wanting to get it to the ground. And she knows that somebody like Angela Hill is not really a good wrestler, right? So Luby has good wrestling. Her boxing and wrestling are pretty good. So if she don't even want to strike with her thing is going to be, okay, got this extra weight. I'm going to use it to my advantage. I'm going to push her, maul her, and take this fight to the ground. There's no need of her staying on the outside. So, yeah, the weight, I think that's pretty easy to answer, right? It's going to favor Loopy in this fight. Unless, like I said, Angela Hill can sit down on her shots, do something different, be more of a slick point fighter, which she hasn't really ever done, which she needs to do, but she just hasn't really executed. I don't know, man. I just think where she gave Amanda Lemos trouble, I think somebody like Loopy really won't fall for that because Loopy's not as cautious as Amanda Lemos. I think Loopy's going to take more chances. Sometimes a fighter that takes more chances, it can be a benefit, but they can go in there and not think of not even think of what could happen. Sometimes Loopy, she'll take more risks. She is a risk taker. So I can see Loopy smothering, striking early, and getting the fight where she wants it to be, which is in close, dirty box, wrestling, keeping that top control. Angela Hill has gotten better with her defense off her back. But to me, that's about it. Like she's gotten better at getting out of submissions, but still. Yeah, YouTube user, she's got to win. She's 13-12, maybe 13-12. Lolita said Lupita, I think she'll win. Lafayette said, is it a strawweight fight? 120. It's a catch weight fight. 2B said probably an advantage for Hill, if anything. Less weight to cut, more stamina. and wait to stuff takedowns. That's a good point too. Yeah. Without her having to cut a lot of weight, she won't maybe gas out in like the last round or so, right? But it's going to be a battle, and because Lupi, I think she's shown better technique and better skill set even at a higher weight when she fought at flyweight. But I think, yeah, I'd stick with the advantage for Lupi in this fight. He'll still, man, it's just like her. If you look at her overall style, like I don't really see how weight would play into her style. Like doesn't really hit hard anyway. Doesn't really throw with intensity. So I'm not really thinking anything that's going to carry up. Uh, doesn't really get too physical in there. Use her tie clinch enough. So if anything, the stamina might help. The stamina might help if she would try to outpoint Lupi in this fight. If she tried to be more of a point fighter and move around on her feet, use a lot of lateral movement to get out of the way and just do like Chikagan does or something like that, that would help her. Yeah, that stamina part would help her, but I don't think like the weight physically would help her fighting Lupi. That would be Lupi's advantage. Lolita said Hill doesn't really have pop. No, she doesn't, man. Throughout her career, who was the last person she stopped Hannah Cyphers on the ground? That was about it. Lafayette said, would you like to see Ricci face the winner? Ricci face the winner. If Ricci wins. If Ricci wins. Whoever wins their fight should fight, because I kind of lean towards Velismus early on in that one. Whoever wins that fight, yeah. If Velismus wins, I want to see Velismus versus Lupi. That would be interesting. Or Angela Hill. But style-wise, I think Lupi and Velismus would be a good fight. Yeah, that would be a good one. Lafayette said Ricci would probably get waxed. Dang. Yeah. If she can't get it to the ground, it's going to be a tough fight for her. It's going to be a tough one for her. Gary Ball said betting Hill fights is a sure way to lose money. Yeah. It's a tough one, man. I ain't, it's tough like that, man. Whenever that's your favorite fighter. To be said, if Lupi wins, she needs to fight up. I wonder if she'll get a ranking for this fight, even though it's a catchweight fight. Since they did offer to take the fight, will she be rewarded? She should be, right? Let me see. Okay, I'll just read something. To be said, Lupi needs to fight up. Yeah. If they give them the chance, I think. Well, actually, yeah, she should get a ranking off this fight, though. I think that's fair. That would be only fair since they are, filling out the card. They are trying to help fill out the card. Donovan said, "How about Ricci, if victorious, go against Kanako Murata?" Yeah, where is Kanako Murata? How's she been with that arm? That's been a minute. Hold on, let me see. Australia. I mean, stamina. What's going on? Stamina in the building. Lafayette said, I thought Hill could have gotten the decision over Lamos. Yeah, it was a tight fight, man. I expected, to see a little bit more for Lemos. I gave her the fight, but yeah, it was a tight one, man. Hill actually made it kind of interesting, right? Let me see. Yeah, Kanako Murata. When's her next matchup? When's she coming back? Yeah, I like her too, man. She was a fan of her. I ain't gonna lie though, I knew that Vernon General would probably submit her, which she almost did, but she just broke the arm. Yeah, she's been out for about a year. Maybe maybe they'll try to get her back in there soon. Yeah, she's been out since June of last year. Yeah, because Kanako Murata's not a bad one. For I don't know though, man. Arichi, if she can get you down, submit. She's good submission. Good submission artist. Yeah, she's a good submission artist. But Kanako has pretty good wrestling. She's physically strong, quick, just kind of reckless when she gets in top position or she gets in her opponent's guard. To be said, ooh, maybe a stoppage for Luby. Dang, I don't know, man. Angela Hill's kind of tough to stop. Maybe submission. I could see her being submitted, but like stopping Angela Hill is tough. Oh, Todd Johnson says, sorry, I got to the chat late. Oh, why is Grasso out? Grasso's out because of visa issues, Todd. Yeah, she's out because of visa issues, man. Mm. Yep. And Araujo has no opponent, so mm, 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 mm. Balder said Ricci couldn't submit Oliveira. Yes, she couldn't, could she? That's different fighters, though. I just think Murata's wide open for submissions more so. Like Oliveira, a little bit awkward, knows how to get out of certain positions. But to me, Kanako kind of gives it up sometimes. Like she's strong, but those opportunities there. I think it was even Emily Ducote almost submitted her a few times, and I kept seeing her go in the guard with fighters, and that's just a basic armbar. And then Verna could have got it, but Kanako fought it back and got her arm broke. So I just think, when you look at particular fighters on how they leave themselves open, yeah, like Ricci could submit her because she would, like I said, she gives it to you. Sometimes she gives you these openings. You can see it in the fight. Kanako just makes up for a lot of it with her strength, and her physicality in there. Lavia said, "Tell her to get a Mastercard." Right. Tell her to get a American Express. Better yet, she needs that American Express. But yeah, man. What else we got going on? That's about it, though. I mean, as far as like some of the bad news I had to share on this live stream, man. We got Agapova coming fresh out, and she got a fight next month. You know what I mean? Fresh out. You heard right, Lafayette. Dang, man, I can't believe she was in behind bars. Dang. Hope she clean up her act though, man. Hope she clean it up. She's still young. She's a fighter. You got this contract. Don't throw it away. That's for Agapova. Don't continue getting led astray, acting a fool. Not Jennifer, but Jillian Robertson. Though she got to get in there and get this win. She got to get in there and get this win if she want fighters to take her seriously, man. Get that top 15. But yeah, real quick, let's look at these rankings. Yeah, Zama said he thought they were buddies. Agapova and I don't think they were like buddies. They trained at a top team together, right? You know, they trained out of them. But I wouldn't really call them like buddies, though, right? Like I don't know how close they were. Did they ever post together? Like I know Hannah Goldie and Jillian Robertson, they seem to be closer, but I don't know about them. Okay, let's see. I don't think there was any other fights going on. Let me see. Any other fight? Well, let me see this weekend. Might jump back on tomorrow. We'll talk about the fights coming up. Actual weekend. See this Santos here. Yeah, we gotta talk about this tomorrow because we got the fight between Brogan and Juju Miller. Oh snap! We got Ariane Lipsky and Priscilla Cachoeira this weekend. Dang, I can't talk about that enough, man. We're gonna get a knockout. Somebody getting knocked out. Somebody is getting knocked out. Lipsky Cachoeira. Wow, that's this weekend. I keep remembering, but at the same time, when I hear it, it sounds like new news to me. Let me see. Far as WMMA goes this weekend, Corey McKenna, Miranda Granger is making her comeback after being out from having baby. Got Myron Winter Silva, Stephanie Edgar. We'll talk about these fights tomorrow, but yeah, Ariane Lipsky, Priscilla Cachoeira, fireworks. That's probably going to be the most explosive women's fight on here. The Juju Brogan fight should be good too, but Lipsky Cachoeira, man. Lipsky Cachoeira. To be said, the killer versus Brogan is can't miss. It's can't miss. You gotta see who we gotta see who takes it home, who wins the gold. Yeah, Todd Johnson said those are some good fights. But I tell you what's can't miss. Lipsky Cachoeira. Violence Queen versus the Zombie Girl. That's a lot of blood in that fight right there. The violence, zombies. Come on. What else can we ask for, right? Definitely want to see what happens with Zach and Muhammad Usman. I don't know. Zach tough though, man. Zach got some technical skills about him, man. You know, he got some good technique to him. So Usman, he got to be on his game in that fight. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, so we got about 4. We got about 4 women's fights. You know, strawweight, bantamweight, a couple of flyweight fights. We should be good. What else? What else we got? Yeah, make sure you hit that like before we roll out. We'll be done here in about 5 minutes. I'll just double checking to see if there's anything I'm missing. Let me see. Yeah, Tracy Cortez and what is her name? Tracy Cortez and Amanda Ibase fight. I already talked about that. Okay. But yeah. Priscilla versus Ariane is a bloodbath waiting to happen. It's gonna be wild, man. Let's see who tries to take who to the ground in that fight. If they get a little, no, I don't think either one of them is gonna get worried about power here because you know Lipsky, she likes to fight. Yeah, Lipsky likes to fight. You should go in there, take it to you. Same with Cachoeira. Cachoeira just come out clubbing. Man, I can't wait for that one. Zama said I got third round does it start? Wait, I got third round. You got third round what? Third round knockout? Third round does it start bet plus 210 on Lipsky, Cachoeira. Well, who you got though? Who you got in that fight? Mark said Lipsky, Cachoeira. Yeah, man. Early look, who you got, Mark? Shoot, I can't even pick, man. If I had to go with somebody, I'm looking at early on, just looking at Lipsky. Oh, hold on. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I got an update for y'all now. I know I announced the pullout of Melissa Gatto. Okay, here we go. So Melissa Gatto just posted this on IG an hour ago. She said, "All right, Melissa Gatto, I regret to announce that I had to withdraw from my next fight on the 17th due to an injury." All right. So it's an injury. Melissa Gatto was out because of an injury. She said, "I tried everything to stay in training, but the injury was more serious than I expected. Surgery and recovery ASAP." All right. So looks like she might be out. Might be the rest of the year. You never know, man. Surgery and recovery might be November, December next year. Who knows? Wow, Tiger, what's up? What's going on? Thomas said 55-45 for Lipsky. Okay. Mark Robinson said, "I think I got Lipsky in this." But yeah, me too. I think Lipsky's got straighter power punches. I mean, you throw that straight right hand down the pipe from her, bust up that zombie. I think she knows how to get away from them wild hooks too. So, but some of them are going to land, believe me. 2B said, "I got first round eye poke to ruin all our hopes." Oh man, don't even say that. He said he taking Cachoeira. Don't even say that. If an eye poke happened, man, 2B's, I'm blocking you. If an eye poke happened now that you brought it up, I'm blocking you. Stamina said, "I'm doing my best to be home for that fight. I need some mindless violence in my life." Yeah, I actually won't be, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch that one. If anything, that's the one fight I'm gonna make sure I watch live. Like even if I miss the other ones, I can go back and watch them. But that's the one I gotta watch right then and there. Lipsky and Cachoeira. Wild Tiger says just chilling. Got done putting in my info for an MMA gym. Okay, cool. Yeah, get back on it. Get back to work. Get back on it. If you want to do it, don't pass up the opportunity. You know, you're still young. You're young. You want to take them chances and do it now. You're still young and durable. You can take the beat downs, right? You go ahead and take your chance. Yeah, Gatto's out, injury. So yeah, she'll be out getting surgery, man. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying. While I was talking, yeah, now's the time to do it. Yeah, you know, I used to go back and spar and stuff like when I was like 10 years ago. I used to like it. Now I really don't want to do that. Yeah, even like 10, 12 years ago, just to go in there and do it and want to do it. But now I think about think about the pain of it. I ain't doing it. And that's just me getting older. So no, just getting older. I just don't want to go in there and take that kind of hit anymore. Wild Tigers, I'm going through a lot and haven't been motivated. So I'm going to get back in there. Yeah, that's we all got stuff going on, but hey, part of getting motivated is going in there and doing it, right? shoot, I say just be careful with this whole, the C19 is back. It's been spiking in areas. So, that's a part of being safe. When you go to these gyms now, you got to watch out for the viruses and everything. To be said, can't wait for that Oliveira Islam card. Oh, yeah. And then you got Manon and Chikagian. Manon and Chikagian and some other good WMF fights. Yeah, that's going to be a good card. Yeah, Todd Johnson said that's why I mostly do BJJ now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get into that, man. I was supposed to start 2 years ago, but, the pandemic started. When that started, gym shut down, and I was kind of skeptic about going in last year because I didn't want to get sick. So I'm probably going to try to start end of this year, maybe. Yeah, BJJ, I really want to take that up. I did boxing, learning a little bit of kickboxing. I don't really like kicking too much, but yeah, BJJ is the one thing that I want to not master, but at least learn some technique in, Todd Johnson said, yeah. So you done that? Okay. You got a belt? What belt you got? You got like a, whatever, blue belt, purple, what, brown? Wild Tigers, I'm done with. With the sports, it was a mess. I was only cool with 2 people there versus other people. Yeah, knowing your gym, that's a big part of it. Knowing knowing the people there and having good chemistry with them, because that's a part of wanting to go. If you don't have a team that you don't like, then you don't want to, really don't want to go. That's not motivation. That's not motivation. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. But yeah, I've been on about an hour or something. I'll probably jump on tomorrow and give some picks for this Thiago Santos Jamal Hill card. And we're going to pull up this Juju fight. We're going to talk about some Juju Miller and Brogan Sanchez. I mean, Wild Tiger, you probably want to punch him in the face or choke him out more because you don't like him. But it won't work that way because you got to work with the person, right? You probably want to submit them, twist them, but that's your partner, so you can't hurt them. But yeah, having a gym where you can vibe with people, that's a big part of it. That's important. All right. So let me close this thing out here. And yeah, Wild Tiger, you still doing your yeah, you got some videos up now. I'm just looking now. Yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe to Wild Tiger. She over here doing the UFC simulation videos. Good showing y'all a good outlook at how some of these fighters can get their W's and get their L's in there right before the fight actually happens, right? Okay, you got Brogan. Okay. Yeah, Brogan's got a lot of experience, so I'm not sure. I have to look at a couple fights tonight. We'll see. All right, Lafayette, he said buenas noches. Yeah, we're going to close this thing out. But yeah, make sure I hit that like button before you go. Got like 18 people. Before we go, let's get the 18 likes or 15 likes, whatever. Yeah, be back on tonight. Lafayette said good night in Spanish. Oh, yeah, come on, man. That's the only thing I know in Spanish besides adios. And I know some other Spanish, but yeah. Good night. Yeah, that's like the first thing I learned. So, all right. Hit that like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Shout out to the chat. Peace.